as well as check out our YouTube page. We've got all of the segments every day posted by right around the lunchtime hour. You'll see whatever was on the show repeated for you on YouTube, including this interview right here, which is very interesting, something new to the city. It's called Death Café. Very interesting concept, and so I want to get into how it all came together. Emma Woodman is joining us. She is the creator of Hereafter events. Great to have you here. And also joining you, someone that you met in an interesting conversation, Kate Durie, who is a traumatic brain injury survivor. Interesting combination as to how the two of you came together. If you can, briefly hit on what it is that your business and how it kind of relates into what we're getting into.
So I created Hereafter events to focus solely on event management for end-of-life celebrations. So just giving people another option to have sort of a ceremony or a memorial service that's personal, unique, and positive.
Do you find are sometimes the person who may be dying or is anticipating this is involved in the process as well for these?
Yeah, some people like to plan their own, pre-plan, and others it's family and friends that are planning after the person has already passed away.
This is your business. You unfortunately have a horrible accident that happened to you a while ago, falling down a flight of stairs.
Yeah. 2.5 years ago, I had a traumatic brain injury from a fall, and since then I've been kind of whirled into this world of grief and loss, and connected with Emma actually at a Creative Mornings event, and we'd been following each other on Twitter and for a while, but I actually didn't know what she did. It was more just a common interest in networking in Ottawa. And at the first event that we met, she said, "So what do you do again?" And she explained her event company and that end-of-life celebrations, and we started talking about the stigma that death and grief has in our society, and even that the focus is on celebration, it's on life, and that's my view on grief, is that these events, and unfortunately in my situation, being a traumatic brain injury, that type of event happens throughout people's lives. It could be the loss of a job, it could be the loss of a marriage, it could be even a change as becoming a mother. We have all these different losses of who we are and what we are throughout our life, and through those events we can actually focus more clearly on why we want to live, and so that's what Death Café is all about.
All right, so you come together. This has actually happened at different cities across North America. It's the first time it's coming here to Ottawa. What can be expected at an event like this?
Well, Kate and I, basically, we're just going to be there to facilitate the event, and we just want to create a safe space for people to open up about the subject matter, whether it's death, dying, grief, loss, and how that sort of informs the way you live. And so we have about 30 people that are coming tonight, and they'll break into smaller groups once we've sort of introduced ourselves and the premise of the night, and they'll lead their own conversations. And sort of we'll wrap up at the end with a Before I Die wall, where people can write sort of what's on their bucket list.
The bucket list is one aspect, because you'll have people at different stages, I would assume, coming into this group tonight.
It's a wide demographic.
So how do you deal with that, and what are you hoping that they accomplish or walk out of there feeling?
Well, I guess that's two questions, but what we hope they walk out with is a conversation that they can continue into their lives, whether that be with their family or their friends. And so they spread that kind of safe feeling and that openness about death, as well as being a little bit more comfortable with it. I mean, we've all heard that old saying that, you know, there's only two guarantees in life, death and taxes. And being in Ottawa, God knows we talk taxes to death. Might as well talk about death a little bit. So it's really just allowing us to focus on something that none of us can get around. It's just a matter of being okay with the not knowing when, the not knowing how, and finding peace in that, and then using that to inspire the way that we live, so that when that time comes, we know we lived a full and whole and wonderful life.
It's living for the moment.
Living for the moment.
Not regretting some of the decisions. I know it's sold out incredibly fast, so it's the first one. It's happening tonight. Where is it happening?
At Illum Espresso Bar.
Okay.
In Wellington West.
I would say you could get in, but you can't, because you've sold out. But I'm sure we'll hear lots of response to it, and I'm sure it won't be the first time that something like this is happening in the city.
People can always jump on the wait list if they wanted to, attend another one in the future.
The event's being hosted on Emma's website, so.
And the information all listed there, so if you're looking for more information, I think this is just the start of the dialogue. You can check out their Twitter and their Facebook pages as well.